Thank you again for the opportunity to participate in this wonderful section. And my talk will be more linguistic than anthropological, but I will try to show these deep and strong connections between grammatical features of languages and culture of the people who speak these languages. And my talk today deals with honorific particles in three major Dravidian languages: in Tamil, Telugu, and Kannada. It's avargal in Tamil, Garu in Telugu, and Avaru in Kannada. And the three of them are derived from third-person plural pronoun. So initially, avargal and Avaru means just they, and in Telugu, they will be Varu. And here some phonetical change occurred. But in three cases, three third plural, personal plural pronouns derived into honorific particles. And it's a very interesting thing because, for example, like sentence from Canada, Indira Gandhi Yavaru, Nali Bhasha Namadali Dare. So Indira Gandhi Yavaru, literally it means Indira Gandhi they, but it will be the Honorable Indira Gandhi. So the they has honorific meaning and not functions like pronoun. And the example from Tamil, Indira Gandhi Avargal, the same thing. We have Indira Gandhi they, but this they functions as a honorific, the honorable, the respected Indira Gandhi. And actually the use of the plural pronouns instead of singular ones to express respect is common in languages around the world, and also is very common in Indian languages. So when we are talking about a religious teacher, about a guru, it's not polite to say he was going, he was doing. We will prefer to say they. The guru came, they were happy, they did something. But when we say the guru, they came, we don't repeat this pronoun. Here, this they is just a honorific. And this is a very interesting fact because normally honorifics have some honorific semantics inside, but these particles are just pronouns. Why they is just for expressing respect. Mostly as honorifics are used such words like kinship terms. When we want to address a respected man, we will prefer to call him father or maybe elder brother. And while addressing to respected woman, we will call her mother or elder sister. And also we can use titles. We can use words like Mahodaya, Acharya, Pandit, Sahab, something to show our respect to the person. But why we in these languages use this they? Why we talk about Indira Gandhi, just Indira Gandhi they? Why it's honorific, why it's for expressing respect? So it's my question, and to answer it, I need to refer to Indo-Aryan languages, where I found very similar thing. And so I go close to Punjabi. In Punjabi, there are two most frequent particles. It's G, like in Hindi, and another one is Hori, that is more special. For example, in the example 3, we have Suresh G. Hori, personal name, first honorific particle G, and another one after G is going Hori. It's also two honorific particles, but it means like Mr. Suresh, respected Suresh. In the example 4, the same, Pitaji Hora. Hora, it's oblique case of Hori. It also will be like respected father. And in the Punjabi dictionary, in the very old Punjabi dictionary written in the end of 11th century, word forms Hori and Hora defined direct plural and oblique plural from Hor, other, and have the following translations. Others. This word is a suffix of respect following both nouns and pronouns, means something like His Excellency and Your Honor. So also we can find in Old Punjabi in Adigram that Hori means others. What we have here, that X others, this combination of the word, it means respected X. So we name a person and we put others to his name, it will be respected person. It's very strange, but it's very similar to these particles we have in Dravidian languages. Why it's like this? An interesting remark is made by the authors of Grammatical Description of Punjabi. It's also a very old description written in the beginning of 12th century. Authors wrote that sometimes Hori has the effect suggesting someone's family instead of merely the person himself. This is especially the case if the word is used with a junior member of the family. Thus, Kudbe Horadi Jyoti may mean, and if Kudba is a junior member of the family, probably will mean not Kudba's Bafo calf, but one belonging to Kudba's family. So here we have two meanings. Kudba Hori, it can be respected Kudba, And also the same thing can be Kutba and her family. And I also consulted some speakers of modern Punjabi. They told it modern Punjabi is the same thing, just Hori has two different meanings. And the same Hori I found in many languages, many Indo-Aryan languages, for example, in 3 Himachali languages. In Bhadarwahi, Sharma Hori, it's also Mr. Sharma. In Kului, it's my own field data. Bobo Di Hori, it will be elder sister, and also two honorifics. One is Ji, like in Hindi Ji, and Hore. And in Mandyali, Manju Hori, it's respected Manju. Manju was a teacher in a local school, so children addressed her like this Manju Hori. The same things there is in Lahanda dialects of Shahpur, of the Salt Range. For example, 8, we have Qazi, Sahib, Ora. It's judge, Sahib, and this Hora, this others. We remember that it's derived from others. Judge, Sahib, and others. But altogether, it means his honor as a judge. But in other languages, the same constructions. I forgot to tell that this Hori and all the Horis are derived from Old Indo-Aryan word apara, other, with the same meaning. In other languages, the meaning is different. Like in Garhwali, Baba or, this or the same that we have in Punjabi Hori, doesn't mean respected father. It means father and his people. And the same thing we have in Chhattisgarhi dialects. For example, in example 10, Barka, Dada, Haran, elder brother and others, elder brother, others, literally, it will be elder brother and his people, but not a respected elder brother. And here we can remember about Kutba Hori. When Kutba is junior member of a family, it will be Kutba and the family, but not the respected Kutba. And here we come closer to this very complicated linguistic pattern. Types of plurality. There are different types of plurality. Actually, we are used to standard plural, which is called homogeneous or additive. It means when we have x and plural affix, x's, it will be one x plus x plus x plus x. When we have men, it will be man, another man, and all group in this group, each person of this group is man. For example, I took some examples from Nepali. Ram Haru. Haru is a plural affix. It can mean several men with the same name, Ram. So Ram, one more Ram, and we have group of Ram Haru. And the same thing with Amaharu, mothers, the group of people, each person of this group is mother. So it can be mothers of these boys are called to the school to talk to teachers, Amaharu mothers. But there is another type of plurality. It is called heterogeneous plural. And the prominent type of this heterogeneous is associative plural. I go to examples maybe. This Ram Haru, the same Ram Haru, will mean not several men with the same name Ram, but will mean Ram and his associates, his family or his friends or people coming with him. And Amaharu will not mean mothers. It will mean mother and people in her house. So in this group, only one person is mother and other people somehow associated with mother, somehow related with mother. This type of plurality is called associative plural. In the case we have in, for example, Garhwali, in, for example, in Chhattisgarhi, when the affix, plural affix, means just Kutba and her family. Somebody and his family or his friends. Here I have some pictures to maybe make easy this sophisticated topic. For example, additive plural, we have some men with the same name, all of them are Rams. And in case of associative plural, it's just only one Ram, and other people will don't know who are them, but they came with Ram, so we also say Rams came, but Ram only one. And when we have this Kutba Hori, we have only one Kutba, who is junior member of family, and her family with her. In Nepali, the suffix is the same for additive plural, for associative plural. But in many languages, these markers are different. For example, in Brahui, when we want to say mothers, we say Lumagak. And if we want to say mother and her people, it will be Lumagask. Different, not so much different, but it's all two markers are different. And the same thing in Kuruh, North Dravidian language. So Babar, it's father from Baba. Babagar, it's father and his people. So we can see that associative plural markers can develop into honorific particles. So like in the case of Kutba, Kutba Hori. Hori is honorific particle when Kudba is respected. Kudba Hori when it means Kudba and her family. So Hori is associative plural marker. And according to typological works, most frequent sources of associative plural markers in word languages are as follows in the slide, but the most frequent in the first place is a third person plural pronouns, what we had in Dravidian languages. So we can say that in Tamil, Telugu and Kannada, before the construction X and Avarhal, Avaru and Garu, it meant X and his or her people. And now we have in this place honorific particle. In some Dravidian languages, till now we have constructions where X and they means associative plural and not honorific particle. For example, in Badaga, Avaka, Avaga, maybe Avaga spelling will be like this. Avaga is they, and Naradaro, Avaga, it doesn't mean respected Naradaro, it will mean Naradaro and his people. And the same thing, I think, in Kruh. Why it's like this? Why when we say Kudba and her people, why it can be derived as honorific? Why we understand it just for expressing respect? So it's very famous in linguistic theory of politeness written by Brown and Levinson, and they have a hypothesis about it. They say that in kinship-based societies in particular, but in all societies where a person's social status is fundamentally linked to membership in a group, to treat persons as representatives of a group rather than powerless individuals would be to refer to their social standing and the backing that they derive from their group. To make it short, a person is respected only when this person is supporting, when this person has a group supporting him, or when this person is a representative of some certain social group, or maybe the leader of the group. So the person is respected. And here we have, like on the left, it's a scheme of associative plural. I have drawn before that here just a group of people, but we know only one, and other people just came this here. And in case of honorific, the person came, the person can be single, but we mention that behind this person, there are other persons. There are a group of people who support him, who are behind him, who are his certain social group. Maybe it can be family, it can be clan, it can be group of disciples for a religious teacher, and it can be assistants and advisors of a king, and like this. And when we say to the person, just person and they, it means we mention that this person is a representative of his group. So that's why the person is respected. And here I have some pictures illustrating my thesis. You can see that in the left, just Buddha and his disciples, and Buddha, the biggest figure in this picture. And we respect Buddha, we understand that he's many, many, many disciples. So we can say Buddha they, or we can say Buddha others, Buddha Hori. And on the right, just the father, also biggest figure on this picture, and small children and wife. So he is in this picture representative of his family, so he is respected. And so in the picture below, there's a meeting of two Rajas who came not alone. If they came alone, they are not so much respected, but they came with assistants and advisors. So that's my talk today. Thank you for your attention. I hope it was not so difficult.